All right, so you're gonna go before this week's Raw review. You're gonna go behind the scenes of the Ruthless Ranger, what he does to get prepared for his Raw review. So we gotta first turn our lights on. Make sure our lights are properly turned on here for the best lighting. Turn on our lights. We gotta turn this one off here because that one is in the way. You know, bad glare. Turn another one on here. Put the camera down. See how great that lighting is. Then we gotta put on our wrestling t-shirt here. Paul Heyman t-shirt. Alright. Drink of water here. Gotta get the throat. Throat's gotta be feeling good, right? Drink of water. Gotta make sure you got the notes, and here we go. Alright, people, so I'm here with your Raw review. So the show was pretty shitty. I mean, it was, more of the same old shit. Shit after shit after shit. It was a god-awful show. So the what am I, crazy? Raw never starts out with a match. The first segment was Rollins and Reigns coming out to cut a promo. You know, Roman Reigns is a complete catastrophe on the mic. I mean, he is a natural disaster on the mic. Horrible. I mean, he's so shitty. I mean, it's just so everything he says on the mic is so generic and so shitty. So then you got Rollins coming out, and he says some shit, and it's nothing really too good. And then that leads to a match. The Authority comes out, Triple H or whatever, and we're going to have a Survivor Series 5-on-5 match. Gee, I wonder who's going to win that one. So, yeah, just a boring fucking, opening to the show. I mean, I'm just so sick of these promos to start off the show. 95% of them are just boring, shitty, predictable pieces of crap. Just like Roman Reigns. Oh, and by the way, remember when Reigns won the Rumble and I made so many videos bashing Roman Reigns? I call it Roman Reigns fucking sucks week. Well, I'm going to do that again. Going to make another Roman Reigns poem. Going to do some shit on Roman Reigns again. But that'll be coming in the future. Then we got Owens defeating Dolph Ziggler and just a boring fucking match. I would be much more into this match if these two people were actually higher up in the company. See, this is what they do. You don't care about the main event matches because there's people like Cena, Orton, Roman Reigns in it. And then when it comes to, matches with good people in them, like Kevin Owens, Dolph Ziggler, Adrian Neville, and others, you don't take any interest in them because they don't mean shit. It's a fucking low mid-card jobber match. I mean, who really gives a shit about who wins this match? It won't mean anything. Flash forward to the next year or two, these two people will still be in the same position they are. Do you think Dolph Ziggler is going to be champion in 2 years? Fuck no. So this was just boring, a boring fucking match. I mean, there was really no good moves in here whatsoever. And I mean, when you put the people, the better wrestlers in the mid cards positions, in lower positions on the fucking card, it creates. It just creates an atmosphere to create a shittier match because the matches are shorter, it's not in like a prime time position, and the wrestlers aren't as motivated, and there's not as much energy put into the quality of the match. So then we got, just a typical Tyler Breeze distraction here. I mean, nothing special there with the ending, and Kevin Owens wins. So I'm going to give this match a 0.5 star out of 5. Just a boring fucking match. Then Cesaro defeats The Miz. I mean, you had Miz playing video games with a bunch of nobodies last week, like he's something special. And then they're like, oh, he's wearing I don't even know what the fuck, he's wearing something around his neck. Whoa, The Miz is so cool, playing video games around a bunch of losers. I don't even know who the fuck those people are. They just wandered into the fucking camera picture and got on TV. I don't even know what the fuck was that. I mean, who at least put some fucking, wrestlers back there to watch The Miz, but instead it's just a bunch of fucking random ass people. Like, what the fuck? So this match was boring. I mean, it's a fucking jobber fucking match again. I mean, you know, even though Cesaro's a fucking jobber, Miz is more of a jobber than Cesaro. And Cesaro wins, blah, 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 blah. Again, Cesaro probably will not be champion in the next year or two as well, which is a fucking shame. So I will give this match 0.75 out of 5 stars. And then we get the only good thing of the night. Bray Wyatt cuts a promo. And I've been really down on Bray Wyatt. Oh, he sucks. Promos are shitty. Matches are boring. And that's true. But, you know, this promo was really good, I thought. He's talking about, you know, he's like taking the soul of The Undertaker and shit. And I just thought it was really good. You know, it kind of woke me up out of my lull that I was in there for a second. You know, and you know, the lightning came down and struck, and he's like, oh, I got all these powers now, which I kind of enjoyed. You know, it was something different, and it was kind of entertaining. He was kind of acting like The Undertaker and shit, and it was pretty cool. And, you know, people always say, oh, you always say you want WWE to be realistic. I say, you know, they could stretch it a little bit, you know, that's what you're supposed to do with television, you know. You're supposed to be realistic, but stretch it a little bit. And I really do not think it is that unrealistic to have a character like The Undertaker or Bray Wyatt. Because, I mean, there's a lot of people interested in supernatural, ghost shit. There's a lot of TV shows on it. So I don't really think it's too far to stretch to have a character like The Undertaker, in my opinion. But yeah, that was good. Only good part of the night. Then we have the Luchas defeating Bad News Barrett and Sheamus. Again, jobbers. Luchas are fucking jobbers. Fucking Bad News Barrett, fucking jobber. I mean, oh, holy shit. One wins the King of the Ring and then he fucking just falls off the face of the earth. Has a fucking match with Bad News Barrett. Oh yeah, he's the king, I'm the king. Oh, hail the king. Yeah, the king of the fucking jobbers. I mean, holy shit. You know, he comes out there with a fucking plastic crown in a plastic stick, and he's like, I'm the king. How pathetic does that look? And you can't even beat like a guy like R-Truth on a consistent basis. What a fucking loser. And what a stupid ass idea. Yeah, we're gonna give this guy the King of the Ring and then turn him into a fucking jobber. How stupid. And he's still calling himself the king. Again, he's not the king if you're losing to the motherfucking Luchas. And then you got Sheamus in there, who's apparently Mr. Money in the Bank. You know, more like Mr. Jobber. Like all these people are jobbers. You give this guy the Money in the Bank, and he's like nowhere to be found in this company. He's fucking not even beating the Luchas. It would be bad enough if he was in like jobber matches with the Luchas, but no, he's not even beating the fucking Luchas. How stupid does that look? If you're WWE, you're gonna give this guy the Money in the Bank and then turn him into a jobber. It just makes no fucking sense at all. So this was just a mediocre match. I'm going to give it a star out of 5. Just so stupid. Then you have Del Rio defeating R-Truth. Again, another fucking jobber match. Then the only guy who gets pushed in this company, one of the only guys who gets pushed in this company is Del Rio, and he hasn't been here for 6 fucking months. He comes back. More like a year he hasn't been here. He comes back after a year. And then all these guys who have been here consistently every fucking week, Cesaro, Neville, you name it, they don't get anything. But Del Rio comes back, beats Cena day 1. See, that's how this company works. It just makes no goddamn sense at all. And then you have, you know, it would be one thing if Del Rio was like really talented too, but, you know, he's not even talented. He's not even a good wrestler. They got to give him a fucking Zed Coulter too. I mean, he's pathetic. He can't cut a promo. He sucks. Why give him the belt? So stupid. This was just a jobber throwaway match. 0 out of 5 stars. Just pointless. Then we have this fatal 4-way match, which was, I thought, boring again. In a match that I didn't think deserved to be like, what was this, like 15, 20 minutes long? Felt like it. And everybody was like, Chang, this is awesome after that one spot. Okay, it was a decent little spot there. You know, the superplex, I guess a superplex from the top rope there. All right, it's been done before. It's not like it's that hard of a spot to execute, but I mean we don't see it every day, so it was a decent spot. All right, But it's nothing, you know, and then, oh, this is awesome, this is, no, it wasn't awesome. It was boring. Paige wins. Oh, we're going to get Paige versus Charlotte now. Who the fuck cares? I mean, I can't, you know, you're going to give me a 20-minute Diva match. No, don't do that shit. Don't do that shit to me, WWE. You know, you fucking do this whole Divas Revolution shit. It's awful. It's terrible. Nobody likes it. And then you're going to say, oh, Ruthless Ranter, sit here and watch a 20-minute... No. That's not how it works, WWE. You actually got to put some time, energy, and make the Divas division good before I'm going to sit there for 20 straight minutes and watch a fucking Divas match. So I'm going to give this match 0.75 out of 5 stars. Just stupid. Then we have the main event. The main event, which was depressing in all sorts of ways. 3 ways. You know, let me break it down into 3 sections here. Start, the actual match, and the finish. So the start. The start, I'm like, alright, you know, we get the start. And it's fucking Usos. Oh, shit. Fuck me. The Usos come back. You know, that's great. Right after we hear news of Orton being injured. I guess he's out 4 to 6 months. Yes. Yes, thank you. Usos come back. Fuck. Oh, you know they're going to beat the fucking New Day, too. They're probably going to fucking... Fuck. That pisses me. They better not beat the New Day. I mean, the Usos are so annoying and shitty and no charisma at all. Oh, fuck. So that sucked. And then you got fucking the actual match, which was like, this match should not deserve to be fucking 30 minutes. Alright? You know, after I watch a show filled with boring-ass squash matches, the last thing I want to do is watch a fucking match like this. This, you know, 30-minute match. No. This match should not deserve to be fucking 30 minutes. Alright? It was boring, too. They had nothing to show for it. I mean, just a boring-ass, drawn-out match. You know, and there's nothing to root for here. There's nothing on the line. And you knew Roman Reigns was going to win. You knew his team was probably going to win, too, you know? So, there was just, you know, the part of the match is like, they got to make it, you know, fun to watch. They got to make it exciting to watch where you're, you know, where you're actually interested in the actual match result. Who's like Brock Lesnar versus Undertaker. You know, you're genuinely interested in the actual, you know, result of the match. What's going to happen? You know, there's a lot of possibilities that could happen. This match, you're like, who the fuck cares what happens? You know, it means nothing. So, that right there, you know, they had that right there to start off with, and it was just boring, you know. The Usos started off with the fucking frog splash right away, which is like, you know, so stupid, too. And then you're near the finish, and you knew, you know, that Rollins was going to lose eventually. And then, yes, he hits him with a steel chair, and he can't even, you know, win. So he loses the match. And then he can't even, you know, beat up Roman Reigns and Dean Ambrose with a steel chair after that. I mean, so he looks like a fucking loser again. How fucking pathetic. How pathetic to see, again, Rollins, you know, just, I'm not even going to talk. I've talked about it so much, Rollins getting jobbed out and them making him look like a jobber. I'm not even going to go on about it anymore. It's just pointless. I've made my point about it over the past months, 7 months, whatever, since he's become champion. So that sucked. So, yeah, let me summarize. Beginning, Usos return, bullshit. Middle of the match, you know, the actual 30-minute match, boring, drawn-out bullshit. End of the match, Rollins looking like a jobber, bullshit as well. This whole show, overall, bullshit. Everything was bullshit. Alright, the whole show sucked. Once again. I mean, just look at these matches, though. Owens versus Ziggler, basically 2 jobbers. Cesaro versus Miz, 2 jobbers. Bray Wyatt promo was good. Lucha's Bad News Barrett, Sheamus, 4 jobbers. Del Rio sucks. Truth, jobber. Divas are all jobbers for the most part. You see, this show is just filled with jobbers. They don't build anybody up. Everybody sucks. You know, Cena's gone now, which, I mean, I'm not crying about it, but he was, you know, one of the guys who was on the top of this company. He's gone. Everybody's a fucking jobber. They don't build anybody up except, like, Roman Reigns. He's the only guy. It's all about Roman Reigns and the fucking boom, the Superman punch and the spear and all. Roman Reigns is great. You know, hit hard, hit often, guys. And it's just so stupid. You know, Roman Reigns is the only guy they legitimately build up. Everybody else sucks. I mean, they got to build up guys in this company. See, this is what happens. Cena, he's getting old. He's obviously, you know, getting tired of wrestling if he's leaving, whatever. But, you know, you got to build other guys just in case, you know, a Cena gets injured, or whoever gets injured. But, you know, they haven't done that. They failed to build up a legitimate guy to take Cena's spot because they're fucking retards. You know, Rollins, they don't even treat right. They don't treat anybody right. So there you go, people. I don't want to go on, you know, I always start going off on WWE when I do these reviews, so I don't want to go off too long. But there's your review, people. You know, I see people here doing like 4-hour reviews. No, I'm not going to do that shit. So there you go, people. There's your Monday Night Raw review. A show filled with a bunch of shit. So, overall, I give the show, I'll give it a star out of 10. It was a shitty show tonight. So there you go, people. There's your Raw review.